I have to make sure I have it on. Stop clicking. I'm going to roll the intro. God.
To kind of set the scene for you. We're expecting this thing to, charge through the Caribbean Sea, possibly then move into the Gulf of America.
Medium chance to develop in the coming days. Odds are 40% in the next 2 days, as well as the next 7 days.
Welcome back to the Carry Handle Podcast. With me, as always, is Kevin. I'd like to, before we get too far into this, Kevin, how are you?
Well.
Excellent. Before we get too terribly far into this episode, there have been a number of events in the last week.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a September already. Nothing political, mind you. This is just a somber moment for Americans, and I genuinely would like to take a moment and just honor those. You can fast forward if you'd like. I'd prefer if you didn't. I'd prefer if maybe you took your own moment, just in solace. So we'll do that now. All right. Well, thank you. So we'll get into the episode proper, but up top, I would also we would like to apologize for our tardy appearance this week. There was a vacation. I went on a vacation last week. I don't actually know when I went on my last vacation.
Sunday. Oh, when you
no, like actual vacation.
I don't have that information.
The last time I evacuated for a hurricane, I think that was sort of a vacation.
That wasn't a vacation. That was the evacuation.
It was a lot stressful. I thought my house wasn't going to be there.
That was a hurricane. Typical Florida hurricane.
I'm loving it.
Like
so,
McDonald's.
Fuck, what the hell was I talking about?
You're talking about we had technical difficulties, and we were apologizing for being late.
We apologize. There is supposed to be a set schedule. I foobarred the recording of our backup episode, and to be frank,
wait, I have a question.
Kevin literally raises his hand. That's adorable. What's up?
Is that in the German dictionary? Foobar?
Foobar, fucked up beyond all recognition?
I thought that was German. It's not in the dictionary?
No. That's like a jarhead thing, I think.
Saving Private Ryan lied to me? Oh, wait, maybe they told him it wasn't German either. I can't remember.
I honestly don't remember. I know what you're talking about. I don't know explicitly the quote.
He said foobar, and the guy was reading the German dictionary because the guy's like, he's like, "Is that German?" He goes,
okay.
"Yeah, it's German."
Okay.
He's like, "I don't see it in the dictionary."
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, suffice it to say, we messed up. We're apologizing. This is going to be a longer episode, just to say we're sorry, and we're recording this the night before. So, we love you guys. We're sorry. We really are. So hopefully you accept our apology.
Hey, have we said that we're sorry yet?
We're sorry. We're really sorry. I promise it was a limited time. So, without further ado, we're getting into the episode. Kevin, what are we talking about?
Gun collections and their wonderful world of gun collections. Bryce, do you have any gun collections that you'd like to?
No, I don't. That's the problem.
Yeah, it is the problem. You're
right.
For years, you've said that you're not a collector. I'm air quoting for those that can't see.
But I'm not. That's the problem.
You're not the definition.
Kevin and I have had this debate for, I don't know, quite some time.
12 years.
I haven't had that many guns for that long. I don't even have that many. Relative to what we're talking about, the quantity isn't really the issue. The idea is that quantity isn't really the issue. But sorry. But the idea being is I make a habit of watching a lot of firearms historical content and technical content. I've mentioned before without stuttering that I'm not big on flashy things and I hate saying it this way. People think I'm a fuddy-duddy, but I don't like entertainment. Classical entertainment. I don't. Okay, I like. I don't like classical entertainment. I don't watch TV and I don't watch movies unless I'm with Kevin or my wife, or my friends drag me along to a fucking Marvel movie.
These
I'm a DC
are
guy.
these are all factually true things that he said.
So, I just got irritated. I hate Marvel.
Can we not go down?
Ooh, really quick tangent because this is a fireside and I don't care. It's our show and we're gonna fucking send it. DC announced a Static Shock Batman Beyond series, limited run series.
Really?
Yes, it's a comic series, but
that is really cool.
I'm beside myself. So
to be honest, Static Shock is one of the most underrated.
Yeah, dude, it's so underrated.
That was such a great arc. And
that was a key to my mornings in middle school. Was Static Shock, and then in elementary school, it was the MIB show. You remember the W Kids animated? I used to watch We're in the World as Carmen Sandiego. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh,
but
what about Jackie Chan show?
I did, but I had to leave. The Carmen Sandiego show ran from 7 to 7:30. I had to leave for the bus at 7:20, so I never knew where the fuck she was. So I got really good at guessing. I got really good at guessing like what city or what country she was in.
So believe it or not, I've never seen that show, ever. Yeah, I know. So collections.
Yes,
we've had a debate for a while, and I make it a habit to watch a lot of informational, technical stuff about firearms because I'm very boring and I don't really like classical entertainment. I'm entertained by data and facts. That's really fun for me. Or philosophy or theology.
Things blowing up on Tannerite.
That's cool. I mean, that's fun.
It doesn't tickle the fancy just a little.
No. Loud boom. Good for you. It's causality. Yay.
Well, what if we went over?
I'm glad you understand chemistry.
What if we were over the chemistry and the technical specs and the explosion?
I mean, the focal point of the video wouldn't then be the explosion. It would be probably formulating the explosive, or at least analyzing. Okay. You're not going to get me on an autism fucking rant here, okay? I'm not going to let you bait me into that again.
So I tried.
He's trying to make me sound more retarded than I already am.
What?
That didn't help my case, but my
in your defense.
Oh fuck. Clip that. You have my permission. But so the idea being that in these videos, typically it's people with actual fleshed out collections. And one thing I heard recently was somebody saying you need to have a theme. And Kevin and I don't know if we've actually talked about this on air, but as a collector, you need to have a theme or there's no direction and you don't have a drive. Now, for me, that resonates with me because I like fleshing out ideas and I like practicing and I like implementing theories. Now, a lot of that is very cursory, but I mean, at the same time, it gives you a very good life at 10,000, kind of looking down, get a rough idea of what you need to know, move on and apply that moving forward. So in my mind, if I'm going to start focusing what I have, I think I'm going to be a lot more satisfied because the firearms that I have now, I have a bunch of ARs that Kevin knows. Well, not a bunch, but I have more than, I guess, the average. I guess I have more than the average American. You have more. Most people have more than the average American. But
he has quite a few.
No, but either way. So I get more satisfaction when I'm not just trying to pull things from different places and I have a more focused idea. And then I feel more fulfilled because I feel like I'm making progress in because I kind of treat it like research. Kevin knows this. I really like research a lot. My whole job, 90% of my job is talking about guns, playing with them, and researching them. That is my entire job.
It's the absolute dream job.
So I treat that, I mean, everything feeds, I mean, my whole life is, I mean, it's firearms, right? I mean, that's pretty much it. So it all pretty much just informs itself. So in that, my collection needs to be complementary. And recently I filed, or I got my paperwork back on my first Form 1. Yay.
Yay.
And I SBR'd my, and we can also
What'd you
talk about that because
what'd you
Kevin thinks I'm an
SBR?
idiot.
What'd you SBR?
My 104.
Oh, how interesting. A gun you can't change forever.
Nope.
Wow. A gun that's...
Unless I learn how to weld and have a whole dedicated shop to AK building, which, I mean, eventually
you
I
could.
will.
Well, you have to
want
bleed
do
on it. I mean, that's the rule. You have to bleed on the AK.
I've already bled on, you know that. This gun has blood?
More blood.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I grant you that. So, yeah, I SBR'd. So it was funny. I remembered when I finished, I hit submit on the form, and I remembered watching a video with, I think, Hop, and he was referencing like why it kind of seemed a little silly on paper to go from a 16-inch rifle to a 12-inch rifle when you're only losing like 4 inches. Is it worth it? No, it's not. I can tell you for fucking sure, not worth it at all. Do I care?
What?
No. The
Whoa,
AK-104
whoa.
is one of my favorite assault rifles.
Whoa. You're a lot of people just cringed immediately.
I
When you told them that extra 4 inches is meaningless.
Okay, in the grand scheme, if we're looking at this legally, not ballistically, I'm talking about purely aesthetically, or if you're going to use the rationale, well, if I'm shortening a rifle and I'm paying X amount of money, shouldn't it be much shorter? That's an argument I've heard. I don't have that opinion, obviously, but you can argue there's some validity in that if you're very item focused and not, like, for me, it's not, I know this is going to seem insane because if you're not aware, as of next January, you're not going to have to pay the $200.
Whoa.
I just know the wait times are hella low, and I'm impatient and really want my 104. So
or
I have a 104.
Or you really wanted to pay the $200 to the government.
Yeah, that's what it was. But so I having a no shit 12.5 inch with a removable booster, that tickles my nutsack in the most beautiful way. I will probably bleep that part or do something with that audio. So if there's a weird gap in the last sentence.
Oh, don't be bleeping about the pickles.
My mom listens to this, bro. Like, I gotta at least try.
You're setting yourself up for so many, and I'm holding myself back. You have no idea.
Oh my God. Okay. The point is Kevin was like, why the fuck why didn't you just SBR an AR lower?
Yeah, the AR, you could do so much with it. You could have done so much with it. But no, he picks the most boring gun that he doesn't really want to do anything to. Let me boring in the sense that you don't want to do anything to it. You don't want to.
I want to use it and like it. That's more compelling than any of the other guns that I have.
Yeah, well, take that gargantuan EOTech off of it, then you can.
No, I will not
take it off.
It's actually only on there to spite you.
We should have a petition right now. Right now.
Now, mind you, I bought that EOTech specifically for the AK, and when I did that, Kevin was like, "Yeah, it probably looked pretty good on there. Yeah, I don't like them, but on there it'd be all right." And then he said the same fucking shit when I talked about putting it on a G36, and I'll bet you he'll say it again the next time. Like,
yeah, not true. I mean, it would look pretty good on a G36.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 512, like the traditional longer,
it fits.
Fatty, I think the longer, older style looks better. So I think if I were to do that, I'm going to buy the 512.
Maybe I have video game bias because a lot of games I'm playing have EOTechs on G36s.
That is kind of the
but not
vibe.
a,
It's
but
either
not a lot on AKs. AKs have always
Yeah.
been iron sights in video games for the most part.
So I always grew up watching or looking at the videos of like LAV or Larry Vickers or any of the old SF guys would share about or Russian Guns Are You or any of like the war channel or pages or anything that you might follow for, coverage of small arms outside the US. Because when I was a child in elementary school and middle school, it was really hard to find really good reference material for small arms. And I've been a pretty avid student of small arms since I was very young. Kevin knows. Him and I were probably the only ones renting the small arms, the gun books out at our high school that weren't like just doing it to be edgy. But I mean, I have studied and I have not any, standard or any like meaningful certificates. Just I have a lot of free time and I really like studying because I'm curious. I insatiable curiosity, but I kind of forgot where I was going with that. What was I talking about?
You were talking about guns. You were talking about curiosity. We were talking about the AK.
The amount of times I lose the plot in my own story is insane.
I don't know where the plot gone.
I don't know. I was gonna start on some fucking tangent, but my point is yeah. If you're gonna SBR something, just SBR an AR probably,
or
Don't
a
SBR the
or
AK.
a shotgun.
I mean, yeah, an SBS is pretty cool. It makes a lot of sense practically. I mean, we were talking off air briefly. I was working on an article idea, and I think I've said that a couple times. I write for the
T-Tag.
Truth About T-Tag. Yeah, so Truth About Guns. Occasionally, it's not anything sorted. I just do like product stuff, and
Don't let them
I like-
undersell you. It's really good, and you should go check it out.
I try to. I appreciate that. I try to disguise product releases as like or have op-eds disguised as not op-ed. They're not like actual op-eds, but like like a little bit of like an idea that I had kind of knocking around in my noggin. And
It's a sprinkle of an op-ed.
Yeah, so I like that, and one that I recently uploaded or one that I recently submitted was about the Centurion Arms Mars. We had referenced that in a previous. I really hope I haven't mentioned the T-Tag thing before because I don't want to sound like an asshole. I'm sorry, I don't like self-aggrandizing. This makes me uncomfortable.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know, but I am very uncomfortable
write for
now.
T-Tag. People should know that you write
I
for
hate
T-Tag.
this. That was so stupid. I might
Be
have to
kind
cut that out.
to
hate
yourself.
this.
Be kind to yourself.
I am uncomfortable. I might have cut that out for real. That shit. Ooh, that just stressed me out. Sorry.
Mars
But
rifle.
we had touched on it initially when we had the episode with Jesse and Boondock Ballistician. Obviously, go check her out. She's awesome. She
Please
just
do.
did, as of time of recording, she just uploaded on the Nova group some ballistic testing. She's doing a lot of technical stuff lately, which, as you know, your boy likes quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a watch.
It's great. We need more brands of hertism. It's a good time. I'm all for it. So I like how I compliment people. It's like, you're a little retarded. I like that. That was, oh, by the way, so really quick story.
Yes.
I don't think local mind that I say this, but we had a very quick back and forth after our first real meeting on the phone, and we had talked because he gave me the job and for T-Tag, and it was really nice. He reached out in a time of need. Very good guy. So we were talking, and at the end of one of our talks, he was like, "You're kind of retarded, huh?" And I was like, What do you mean?" He's like, no, like, no, like, it's not like we're all a little, but you're just kind of retarded. And I'm like, oh, like a good, yeah, yes, I am. You are, yes.
Like a good retard.
Well, it was really funny because I think my response was, well, yes, but what kind are you talking about?
Oh God. Well, yes.
I read that to my wife and she was like, what?
I'm the good one.
Hooray. So I guess what I'm saying is that I compliment people by calling them retarded. Oh,
Wow.
that's not good. That might not be good.
Hey, you're a level 1 retard. That means I like you.
Yeah,
Bye.
I like that. I'm gonna steal. Is that from something?
No, I just came up with the
I'm stealing that. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
a 1 to 4 system.
Dude, level 1 retard. Maybe that needs to be our first shirt.
We already have a
Except it's our guys, except with like the fucking helmets.
safety helmets. Wait, can we be holding a rope?
Instead of the 723, it's a short bus.
Level 1 retards.
Oh my god, dude! What if we made it SCP themed?
I'd be down for that. If we were
Yo,
to the event that we're
Yeah,
going
and
to.
we look like the Gemps with the fucking the birthday caps.
God. Now you're
I
just
love
going
that
off the
game
rails.
so much.
Yes.
Oh,
But don't forget the event that we're going to. The event.
oh yeah. We also
the
didn't.
event.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit. So this episode's kind of a fucking wreck, but it's whatever. I'm enjoying having an open fucking forum.
This is
but
sound of the train wreck.
so yeah, there's some more exciting news for the Carry Handle Boys. If you care about any kind of updates, we got our
Gang.
first official press credentials.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, boy.
Bryce taught somebody that he knows into something to get us press passes.
Well, I don't. No, it's not like that. It was more, I took a shot and I shot a message and the host was, and I'll name him. We're going to Suppressed Fest 2025.
Suppressors! Woo!
So if you guys are there, we'll be there. You'll see us.
When will we be
We're not as
there?
exciting in pub. We're actually a lot more awkward in public, but
October 25th.
actually, I take that back. We might
the
just be the same
26th.
amount of awkward.
Is it 25th through 26th?
I've just been
October?
talking over you. I'm so sorry. Continue. Do the responsible admin thing. Tell us information.
Jesus. We're going to Suppressor Fest in October 2025, the end of the month, 25th? Either 26th. I
For the
think,
26th, yeah.
or 27th. I don't
One of those days. We're
just
plugging this.
look for
so-
the guys
Yeah.
that
So
look like we're
yeah, Adam. I reached out to Adam, just kind of hoping a prayer. I shot him a message, and he was like, "Heck yeah, man! Super supportive, super awesome," and
That's
gave us.
awesome.
Our first shot. Really, this
Yeah.
is our first collective shot at this whole deal. So it's super exciting.
level 1 retards coming at you.
Hell yeah. We're just trying to get to level 2. Just can't hit my head hard enough.
Can't hit
Oh my
my
God.
head hard enough.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Ah.
If you see us
Okay.
there, we'll be the guys running into one another at full speed.
Mars program.
Yeah, Mars program.
Mars program. We talked about it with Jessie. She's awesome, and then we got on a fucking tangent. So, themes, Mars program, things like that. What does like the SBR 12.5-inch and these all these little strings? If you're really good, you might be able to guess what we're talking. No, you won't. It's fine. I promise. It's all connected
I-
tangentially. What's up?
Can I guess?
He's raising his hand. Oh yeah, Kevin's actually supposed to be prompting this. Technically, this is his episode,
no,
by the
it's
way.
not my episode. It's
It
your
is your
episode.
episode. You skipped an episode, and I didn't fucking forget that.
One that will never see the light of day unless we do bloopers reel. I did.
I saw that audio file. You didn't say shit.
We did it twice.
It was just me. Oh, that's right. We did. I forgot about that.
But for reasons we can't talk about that.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
You're welcome
I
for
was
saying
wondering
that.
why I was so tired. I was like, I feel like we've recorded. But no,
we-
I said some stupid shit about a thing I shouldn't have said. And it wasn't
Yep.
anything political. It was an agreement I had with something else. And I couldn't actually talk about it.
Pretty much.
Oops. And
Oopsie
Kevin and
poopsie.
I at the end of the episode, like I think we were about to wrap up. I might release that part where it's just like we can't use any of this. There's no way of editing any of this.
And then
Like I said the thing, it was interwoven in every fucking facet.
it was almost like if you've seen the meme of was it the lizard hitting the buzzer for the blizzard?
Yeah.
It was like blizzard, 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 blizzard. Like, hey, Brace,
It
don't
was
talk
just-
about that blizzard.
So if you want to just a quick rough idea, companies don't like if you talk about their thing and say unnice and I say some not nice things sometimes.
Or
And
suggest to do things.
Yeah. And I do things with companies for work for my other job. So I had to kind of cut most of that out because this is very new to me. I've never had to actually consider that before. So that's fucking crazy.
It's interesting that you do have to, like, and not just you doing it, but all of the
everybody.
tubers out there are doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
To
I mean,
different degrees.
so you watch reviewers like Focus Trip, and he comes out and he talks about PSA, and he's very honest about his opinion and what he thinks. What your opinions on him aside, he's very unapologetically genuine, which you can always give him that. PSA didn't like that. Now, I have no opinion one way or the other. I obviously just SBR'd fucking PSA 104, so I have a bias. But even then, they weren't thrilled with his opinion. I don't know that it was delivered the best or the most diplomatically, but at the end of the day, the partnership dissolved. Now, that is directly related to how it was conveyed. Now, part of that, so then you start getting into the ethics. And Kevin and I have talked about this on the show before. So what's your opinion?
Of the ethics, I'm not being able to say what you want to say about a product.
So what do you think of that particular situation? Knowing what you know now.
Well, it's hard to say. Like, you want to be honest with people, but you at the same time you agree to have an item for free. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I would still be honest and just be damned, Because then you sound less disingenuous. Because once you sound disingenuous to people, you can't not sound disingenuous next time. And they're always questioning, are you saying this because it's true or because you're getting paid? I don't know.
So I can tell you my specific scenario. I'm not getting paid, and I didn't get a thing for free. So the thing I have, I can choose to purchase at the end, but it ain't free.
Right.
I still have to send it back if I don't give them money. So it shit doesn't work that way. Now, what I will admit is there's going to be an inherent bias because I did get it with a different, more exciting way than somebody going to the gun store. It allegedly, it's a loan. I'm loaning. And then even then, the thing that I have, I can't modify it. I can't do anything to it. It has to stay as it is.
Yeah.
It has to be controlled how you present it. And now that's not to say I can't say I don't like for certain aspects of it, but that does mean I can't do things that I normally would or have it on a video that maybe I say some not nice things and make a dirty joke. I can't really do that. I have to be able to separate my written and in this, or at least I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, just so everybody knows. I have no fucking clue what's going on ever. I'm just living life, man.
What did the kids call it? Raw dogging?
Raw dogging. Yeah, I'm
raw
out here raw
dogging
dogging
life.
No medicine, no nothing, just out here living, man.
Yeah. Barely wears pants half the time.
Yeah, when I talk about things like that, it's just out of contractual obligation. It's actually not that really. It's not that cool. But it's actually it's way more to consider because I mean, we got through. It wasn't an hour, but it was like almost 40 minutes. It was a longer episode than we normally would do for a fireside.
Well, I mean, I guess
keep saying short barrel. That's for the OG fans.
Yeah, if you've been listening for a while. I mean, I guess the analogy for me would be like if I got like a video game from a company to review, and I get on here and I start spouting off some silly stuff about it.
Video games, they don't loan you. I mean, that's not true though. They do early release codes, early access codes,
yeah,
right?
but like if I had like an agreement with the company and they gave me a game to review, then
but it's not the same thing as okay. I'm not a gamer like Kevin is. I play games. I enjoy them. I'm not a gamer. Kevin's a gamer. I just get dragged along because he's my friend and I love him and I want to support him. But not in Battlefield 6, though. I will bitch and moan the entire time, by the way. I'm going to buy the game.
Good.
I will buy the game for the campaign.
Thank you.
But I'm going to complain about being online. I will still do it, obviously, because I will literally do anything for you.
Yes.
But
I would do
I will complain.
anything for you.
But including that, but I will complain.
But I won't play Battlefield 6 online.
No, I will. I'll just complain. So
doing
I'll do that. You're the only person, though. Nobody else.
I was doing Meatloaf.
I don't play with anybody. If you want to play online with me, unless Kevin's on, I'm not playing. It ain't happening. Just fair warning. I've gotten some comments before, which was very nice. I wasn't trying to be rude to anybody I've told that to, but I have a person, and if he's not online, I'm not online.
Hello, I'm the liaison for the online brace.
Yes, I often tell people I have like my people. I have my wife and Kevin. I have my Kevin and wife. Those are my people.
It's like a corporate office. It's like, ring, hello, gaming division. How may I help you?
I just wander around through life, and they're just like, they're like the baby bumpers to keep me in. They're like, he just keeps bouncing down the aisle, and he'll maybe get it to the pin.
When you're bowling.
Yeah. Oh my god!
You didn't pick up on the Meatloaf? I was doing the idea.
I heard. I know, but I won't do that as negative connotation. I was trying to be supportive in my complaining, which, by the way, I understand isn't super productive, and I apologize. But I fucking hate Zoomer games, dude.
Apology accepted.
Okay, as long as you know I love you and I want to support
Battlefield 6, I think, has a chance. I'm not making you play the other game.
Complaining is cathartic for me. I'm doing something I don't want to do.
Could ask you to play the other game.
Fuck off. You said you didn't even want to play it. You said you gave up on it.
I might restart my interest.
Dude, oh my fuck. Every time that game updates, he's like,
we let the viewers decide.
I'll give it a shot.
Does anyone want to watch us play Gray Zone Warfare?
Oh my god. This will be the episode somebody fucking comments too.
Well, please do. Please say yes. God. All I need is 10 yeses.
10 yeses? Dude, I thought you'd take one.
Well, I gotta set it low.
One drunken like. If this gets one download, Kevin's gonna make me do it. That wasn't serious though.
It was. We verbally agreed to. I agree. Offer was made in good faith, and now I've agreed to it. It was.
Okay.
Wow. A verbal contract live on the air.
How unfortunate. Not live, by the way. This is recorded.
Well, I'll remember.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Oh my god. What the fuck are we even talking about anymore?
We started when your collections. It's not really a collection because you.
And then me bitching about video games. I know
you wanted to have a focused theme.
Oh yeah, we'll go back. You want to? What do you want to? No. We'll finish the review thing. So I still believe that a physical rifle that I have to send back, or a handgun, or a shotgun, or whatever. That I have to send back is a little different than you getting a video game to play, because now that was my caveat earlier, is I'm not a gamer, so I see it completely differently. So I'm going to need you to break it down because I don't quite understand how they're similar.
Well, they're similar in the aspects of like a new game, you get a code and you get to play the game before it starts, and then you get the reviews on game way in advance of other people. And you also can give developmental feedback and critique to the game. So in the similar sense, you're getting a gun to review. You're able to give feedback and critique.
Or maybe not a gun.
an item.
Keep it a mystery.
Yeah, it's a real mystery when you price it.
Fuck
yeah,
you.
it's a knife.
Keep saying words.
Yeah, he got a knife, guys. That's what it really is.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got
It's a
it.
flashlight, actually. Maybe a
flash-
flashlight. I don't know.
Actually, it's a fleshlight, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hi, Bryce's mother listens.
Oh yeah, that's good. Hi guys. Don't look that up if you don't know. Please don't do that. This
We're
is
not
just an open forum for
We're
me
not
just to
responsible for your
humiliate
bad
myself.
Google researches.
You know what's crazy?
Google.
This podcast was my idea, and it just turns into me getting humiliated. And me
You're
laughing at
It
myself.
was a cohort idea. We bounced off one another. You ultimately pulled the trigger on it.
That's fair. It was I wouldn't have done it without you. I mean, obviously.
I was like, why don't you just make a damn podcast? And you're
That's
why
right. It was.
Why don't I just make a podcast? Well,
It
shit. Why
was
don't we
you.
just do a fucking podcast?
Oh yeah, because I'm not gonna do this by myself. I'm not funny
mean,
by
The
myself.
original image is the carry handle.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that can be a T-shirt. The
Hmm.
the OG carry handle on a shirt.
We never got merch done with that. You're right. That's a good
I
point.
know. It'd be
forgot
so
about that.
interesting because it'd just be like OGs.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Level-
we can send them to the people in the Discord,
Oh,
right? I mean, that's a good idea.
we do have a Discord. Anyone listening?
No, not for anybody listening.
Well,
No,
by invitation,
not at all.
by invitation only.
Oh my God. Okay. So I have to add a caveat. I know we've mentioned that before. It has nothing to do with, it just has to do with it being an effective place to communicate. I just, people that we have on as guests or people that that we reference or we talk to regularly about content or it's not
Creators.
it's not an open forum. It's not even just, it's very focused. So it's not a personal thing. It's, I don't even know.
I don't think I have the mental capacity to handle an open Discord. I think
it has
I'd
nothing
burn it.
to do with our guests or our guests. I'm sorry, has nothing to do with our audience at all. It's just a matter of I don't even know how we would police that in terms of how we could control, because we want to have a place where we can set the tone. I mean, what kind of
you're
vibe
right.
are we looking for? I mean, it's very specific, I would think.
Well, I feel like once you get too many people into a Discord, the problem becomes there's few bad apples starting to multiply, and it gets
Mhm.
really hard to get rid of them.
Yeah. Well, and then you can lose control of your own Discord. I've seen that happen.
Well, I mean that's what the nuke button's for.
So I'm not an actual dyed in the wool actual Discord nerd, but Kevin's been using it way longer than I have.
I
fact,
still don't
Kevin
know all this stuff.
Is the only reason I have it in the first place, and then didn't use it for 12 years? No. No. It was before I moved here. So 10 years?
I forget. I think I got it because I forget why I got it. I don't know.
I don't even remember the first time I heard it. I know it was from you, but I just don't. I don't remember. But we started ours out of necessity, just because it was a more centralized place for us to communicate.
Remember when we kept trying to record on Discord, and then we went to Zoom to record?
Yeah, but I already had a Discord.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've had one forever because of high school. Or no, you know what? It wasn't high school. It was college. We weren't hanging out in high school, so it was probably closer to like 6 or 7 years.
like the end of high school.
Oh wait, no, that's still 10 years. That's over 10 years. Holy fuck, I forgot. I forgot. Passage of time is weird. Okay, so it's still about 10 years, maybe.
Well, you remember my problem-solving solution to you pulling my backpack, just cutting the handle off?
Yeah. I didn't realize. It didn't tell me that it was directly because of me. It just one day just showed up without a backpack handle. I'm like, that was weird.
Yeah. Oh, well, that happened. I have no idea.
Couldn't tell you. Just tell me live on air in some fucking random fireside chat. Why not? Or excuse me, not live. I just made a hubbub about that.
Yes, it's actually recorded, sir.
Okay, so the video game, I guess by that
It's-
logic, I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Similar vein, and not exactly the same. Similar
You still get
idea.
that exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear the helicopter going over. You hear that? It's actually sounds pretty cool. I think it's the sheriff's department. And Hilo flies so low.
Is it because you were talking about your legal SBR?
Wrong agency.
Oh, oops.
But okay. All right. So I have reservations, and realistically, now what I will be 100% fair on is I got a thing and I'm doing a thing for it. I am going to get paid by what I say, but not from the company. It has nothing. So that's what's kind of hard to explain is people have a weird or don't have a very clear representation of what firearms writing or reviewing is. And mind you, I'm very new, and I'm saying this because I'm learning this, and I'll share it with you as I go. But it's there isn't really a clear, honest view of what it looks like. Now, part of that is because it's maybe not appropriate to be sharing all of it, but some of it, I mean, there's just a lot of shit you don't think about. There's so much.
It could be.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
It could be for an interesting op-ed article. My first review.
I guess by the time the thing comes out, shit. Fuck. Well, I mean, they'll probably figure out what I'm reviewing eventually. As long as I don't mention it here, I think I should be fine. So eventually you'll be able to figure out what I'm reviewing. But yeah, so I'm submitting a thing, but then I'm getting paid for an opinion. Now, I don't know what capacity that's from the publication or wherever I'm submitting what I'm reviewing, or the person or the channel or whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not coming from the manufacturer. So the influence is different. The influence and the drive for me turns into I'm trying to get content out, clear, concise information. And instead of omitting negativity, and this is how I kind of have a rough outline of how I want to go about doing this. And instead of omitting negativity, I want to turn it either into a positivity while still mentioning it. Now, unfortunately, that can come off as manipulative. So I have not settled on that.
Just a tad.
Yeah. So I don't love that. Not loving that. So that's something that people do in marketing. So I'm basically just regurgitating shit that I've heard. So this is not original ideas. Not saying that doesn't take away from me having kind of a sleazy idea, but I figure I might as well be honest. So I'm just self-indicting. But or I just have to get creative with how I mean about things, or upset or dissatisfied about things, because at the end of the day, if I can't speak to some degree of freedom, or with some degree of freedom,
what the hell are you
what's
doing?
What's the point of doing anything if you're just regurgitating what a company wants you to say? Which is why I'm more okay with getting a thing for a review but not getting paid. I guess is how I'm rationalizing that, I guess.
I mean, you can give constructive criticism.
Right.
I mean, there's ways to say that this, let's say a video game, this thing is not what it should be.
Maybe instead be like, hey, I feel like this could be good if it's this. Instead of this is bad because of.
Exactly. Constructive criticism.
That's closer to the first sleazy thing I said, but it's not sleazy. I like that.
Well, if there's levels of sleazy, like the movie Matilda, it's like painting, gluing the bumper on?
I've never seen that movie.
You've never? Okay. Well, for the people that have seen Matilda, is it Matilda? It's the one where the
Oh,
girl
you're
has...
giving me shit. You don't even
Well,
fucking know.
no, that's the girl that has psychic powers, and Danny DeVito is a sleazy car salesman. He's painting walls on tires.
What the
to
fuck
make
are
it
you
look
talking?
cleaner.
This sounds like a fever dream.
You haven't seen that movie?
Are you seeing the
Wow.
movie right now? Is it playing in your head?
Well, I've
Are
seen
they
it enough
talking to you?
times.
Is Danny DeVito in the room with you, Kevin?
I'm not admitting to my schizophrenia tendencies on
Schizophrenic. My schizoid
there. Good
fucking break.
try. Good
Hey
try,
man,
sir.
you made me sound more autistic than normal lives or recorded. You know.
Hold that thought. Damn it, Bob, shut up. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, Jimmy, I won't tell him that.
Put that away.
The point is, the guy he's really sleazy. He's doing sleazy stuff to cars. So I feel like you're that's like level 1. Like painting the bumper.
But I mean, I think the point of me bringing this up on a very public thing that we do is to keep myself honest and honestly try and let people know what I'm thinking, because I genuinely have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. You're watching me try to figure out a career in firearms. I'm trying my hardest. We're fucking what'd you say? Raw dogging life. Raw dogging it.
Woof,
oh my goodness. All right, so we can at least pretend to have that conversation about battle rifles in my collection, I guess.
You do have a battle rifle.
No, I don't. Do I?
The LMT 308 is not considered a battle rifle.
That's no. I guess so. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, think of all the boxes it checks. 308, heavy as hell.
Yep.
That's about it. I mean, there you go.
That's pretty much it. I can give you a very interesting opinion. I think battle rifles are just like 45 caliber 1911s. It's like, why? They're cool, and I like them, but they're kind of dumb.
Ooh,
right?
Oh. Well, do you hear that? Do you hear that? There's a FUD out there that's screaming.
I know. But
they all follow the hardball. You know that.
So it's a very old Army way of thinking. There's always like, we got to have wood. We got to have 308s. We got to have big bore, whatever the fuck.
I like it. Yes. Keep talking.
And then we had, the modernization of, I guess, the assault rifle. And then we got, the M16, and that was designed around. It's really interesting is I'm not a big fan of full auto, but one of my favorite rifles, not my favorite rifle, by the way, one of my favorite rifles, the AR-15, was designed effectively around volume of fire. It was designed to be controllably fully automatic. So it was more assault, more Sturmgewehr. I mean, very storm rifle. Like that was very, it seemed, okay, maybe I'm speaking like as it were fact, but to me, that's how it seems. Not that my opinion matters at all, but in terms of how I view a thing and how I reference and how I learn from it, that's how I kind of take it. It's more of the German implementation of MP40s.
Well,
it was
but
spray.
Also the theater of war that we were using in it was the jungle.
Yeah,
and we were learning
clear contacts.
Well, we were learning we were learning very quickly about ballistics and small, tiny 22 caliber projectiles. We're not
being very barrier blind or being very, being very subjective.
Yeah,
they were stopped by everything.
Yes, they weren't enough to put down the whatever enemy soldier it was.
But then the 7.62s are just tearing through fucking trees.
Right. So you had to, send a volley of them or multiple volleys.
Right. And the idea that it was a more intermediate, lower caliber cartridge so that, physics dictates,
Damn you, physics.
Action, reaction. So.
Damn you.
But it was interesting in one of the deals that I'm working on. I was thinking about what the ideal rifle looks like. And we're not necessarily going to get into that now, but that informed a lot of what I had a bit of an epiphany. I know I said that earlier, but what the theme of my collection is going to be moving forward.
What's that?
It's almost fucking 1 hour, almost an hour in, and I finally got
theme
to that
in the
point.
collection. What is it? Tell me.
I like 13-inch and under stamped steel assault rifles or assault rifles. I like 13-inch and under commando length rifles. I just decided I like SIG 5.53s.
Okay.
I like G36s. I
Okay.
like all HK 53s. Like I like short guns. I like the itty bitty kind of, not itty bitty, but in my mind, it's not that it's tactical. It's more to what I was talking about earlier. It's, well, I maybe alluded to, but more specifically alluded to the idea of what the civilian rifle looks like, what the appropriate civilian rifle looks like. Doesn't make a lot of sense for me. We're living now, granted, not every American lives in the same fucking place. I understand that. The ideal rifle, this is a thought exercise for Kevin and I, because we live in literally the same state, different parts, but similar. So in my mind, this is very thought exercisey, but a long rifle is just kind of a pain in the dick. Like, it's really annoying to hump around a rifle, go through doorways, and have the muzzle smack on everything, and then, or you're backing up, it smacks
Well,
back
not
to your
even-
fucking head. It's
Not even smacking on stuff, but like you going through a doorway, and I'm a bad guy, and I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and grab the. I'm gonna grab. the
yeah.
muzzle.
I mean, I'm not even talking about tactics. I'm talking about if you,
just the
as a
logistics of-
civilian, like have actually like spent any time with a rifle on your back for more than just walking out to your car or pasting up a target like 100 yards down. I'm talking on a four-wheeler, like chasing a dog and like hunting coyotes and doing shit like actively with a gun in
Mhm.
your life on your person. And I'm talking like, imagine, not that this is, I'm just framing this. So if you imagine, again, nothing politically driven, imagine the pictures of the Israelis that you see. Now, granted, they are in a conflict zone pretty much perpetually. Political opinions aside, it's a matter of fact, there's a lot of conflict in that area. And you see moms pushing strollers with 723s on the back. Or they're in the grocery store with an M1 carbine or an M2 or whatever. But the point being, and just really quick, elevator, my thought on that is I think it's very similar to how the U.S. uses their small arms. A lot of the guns that you're seeing are a lot of like the surplus guns that they got from us. And so there are a lot of Colts, there are a lot of M1 carbines, and a lot of ratty fucking guns. Now, it seems to me very similar to how the Chinese ran their, I guess, military concept where basically every swing and dick fought. And I mean, it's very similar to the Swiss. It's just like everybody gets to fucking fight. Not even that. Everybody
Russians.
is fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking more. I think the Swiss is maybe a little bit more compelling because it's like, hey, we're aggressively neutral. We're defending against everybody. And if that shit doesn't work, we're running to the mountains and fucking your shit up
Right.
there. So, and I guess I'm kind of skirting around use case. If you've lived with a rifle, it's a pain in the ass. And
Yeah, I think anybody in the military that's been deployable.
yeah,
Agree with
small
you.
guns are just convenient. It's not ballistic. I'm not talking about on paper, because in just a second I'm going to tell you 5.56 ain't it. It ain't it for the civilian cartridge. I don't think that's an unknown fact, but the only reason you like 5.56 is because the military has a shitload of it and they surplus it and a bunch of fucking companies make it, so it's easy to get.
5,
So it's
5,
easy.
6.
It's
And
but if you
223.
Yeah, but if you look at the use or I referenced this a couple times, but the operational window, if you look at things like I'm very old school, so in 1911 world, back when I was younger, those were still a viable option. As I play with one on my desk, but the general consensus was if you're going to buy a 1911, you're going to, and Kevin's closing his eyes because he thinks I'm going on a tangent, but I'm not. If you're going to buy a 1911, it needs to be 5-inch, it needs to be 45, because that's going to be the most reliable system. That's going to be the most reliable setup for that gun. Now, you can plug that into ARs. Now, it's a little different because we have there's a bigger, more accepted, or widely accepted envelope of guns now. But before it was needed to be 16 or 14 and a half inches carbine gas system, or it needed to be a 20-inch rifle length. Anything in there was weird and it didn't really work. Now, fast forward to now, and it's more like 16-inch
bog.
MIDI gas, that's what we're looking for. But why is that? Why seriously, why do you think that is the way it is? Why do you think
The government
that turns
tells
into
me
the barrel
so.
length?
The government
Do what?
tells me so. The government tells me so.
So, I mean, a lot of that is because of the cartridge design. All of that is dictated. That's why your 7 or my 7-inch AR doesn't work worth a shit. It's because the operational window, you can't see this on video, but is like a frog's cunt hair this fucking big. So you don't have a lot of options or a lot of fuck up or leeway. Sorry, I get really excited and start cursing more, but
It's exciting.
it starts becoming more and more specialized. And a lot of that comes down to the gas system and the gun and the cartridge. So a lot of, and I should have said that earlier, a lot of it is the cartridge relative to the gas system. I should add that caveat before somebody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I already did it. Fuck you.
You're caveating for your.
I'm actualing myself so somebody else doesn't, because
that's a
can't
t-shirt
bully
idea.
me more than I bully myself, man.
That's a t-shirt idea. I'm actually myself.
I give myself high fives too. I say self five. Like Barney. I got that from How I Met Your Mother. Self five. But yeah, so it's directly a byproduct. And then what's really interesting is watching Americans, then specifically Americans, by the way, try and use that same rationale. And I say this because I was that American. It was I live and die by 45.9 and 308 and 556, and that's it.
Yeah,
right?
brother.
Which is, I'm not saying you should, like, that's not okay. That's not a problem. There's no issue with that. But what I'm saying is there's a whole new world of civilian driven cartridge design. We talked about this in Jesse's episode, but there's a fucking massive world of amazing cartridges worth looking into that, by the way, influenced all the cartridges we just talked about. So all of them were based on other cartridges. So arguably they were all wildcatted and not standardized at some point.
It isn't so.
The 223 556 was based on the 222, which was already a commercially available round.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Now, granted, the powder and it's a little different, but
yeah,
my point stands. So if you zoom out and you stop looking at ARs, because this is directly because I am exhausted of ARs. Not 723 specifically, or Mark 12s. So like those,
wow.
Ironically, I wanted 12.5 mod H because or one of the 15.1 Recce and SFW or the Naval Special Warfare guns.
So why are ARs then not new? ARs are out. What's in?
Well, if we're talking about barrel length and we're chopping them up and you're changing it, the gun was designed to be a rifle, and then we optimized it to be a carbine. It is not optimized to be shorter than that. Now, everybody's going to go, the Mark 18. Well, the Mark 18 also...
What about the Mark 18?
Mark 18 beats itself up. It's not even optimized for itself.
Look. We don't need to talk about the maintenance schedule of these Mark 18s.
Well, that's the problem, is people don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, but then they talk about reliability and they talk about dependability and all these.
Yeah.
That is 100% mutually exclusive.
You're just talking nonsense now.
I mean, this is well documented. Even
is.
So much that civilian Mark 18s that do not have full auto schedules of fire still exhibit issues. Now, not near as the same issues. And I'm also not saying a Mark 18 can't work. I'm not saying that at all. I don't have problems. Well, that's not true. I don't like Mark 18s. I'll be 100% honest.
Okay.
Not a Mark 18.
I think what you're saying, what you're what I'm hearing and you're saying is Mark 18s. You don't like them, that's fine.
No, if
But-
I want a 10-inch gun, I'm not buying an AR.
But if
That's
you
what I
own one-
should say.
But if you own one, you have to make sure you have a rigorous.
No, it's not
maintenance.
rigorous, but it's more than I would do with my MIDI, or I hate saying that, mid-length gas system.
Did
That
you-
thing,
I'm
I
sorry.
think, has gotten
I'm
new
sorry.
gas rings once.
I'm sorry. Did you say MIDI?
Yeah, I hate
My
that.
my MIDI? Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
new
That
one.
was bad. That was bad, I know.
No, I'm
not
being used
proud
to
of
it
that
now.
I
I'm
hate
used to
that.
it now.
I hate
Yeah. Thank you.
my MIDI.
My MIDI.
But so I mean that gun, I don't have a round count. I've had it for a very long time, and I like mag dumping, and I'm not responsible. So the round count is higher than yours is, probably. Now, that's for the vast majority of Americans. Now, I say that because I shoot barely more than the vast majority. And I say vast majority probably have like 100 rounds on their gun. So before you get in the comments, hemming and hawing,
Oh, he's
Real quick,
They're
this
already
is-
hot.
we're-
They're already hitting and hawing. I can
we're
feel
in
it.
like 5 digits. So this gun's, it's seen some shit. And it's also been, that one's been rebuilt a bunch though, to be fair. I gotta be honest, that, you know what?
That might be the next topic we talk about.
Yeah, that one's- A
rebuild it.
bunch of my guns have been rebuilt a bunch.
Yeah.
So, but they're the same barrel. It is the same heart. Same gas system, same bolt. Bolt and gas system and barrel all go together. So
Fair.
there's still honestly, I've just kind of invalidated my own opinion. No, previous to that, I was
Yeah.
in 4 digits. I was in mid 4 digits and still had the same opinion. So the last time I had a valid opinion on this, I guess if I'm going to stay objective, would have been probably a few thousand rounds ago when I rebuilt it the last time. I don't even know when that was.
You know, it'd be really
It actually
funny
may have just been 1,000 rounds ago.
when I come to visit you. If you look at
Not
my
that
gun
much.
and you're like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "What?" And you're like, "This is broken. Did you know that?" I'm like, "I had no idea."
My favorite thing is you can't touch my guns because they are black. They're filthy. None of them are clean. The only time I clean them is when I have to like change a part.
We need a petition. Petition Brace Clean Guns.
But
Brace Clean
I
Rifle.
don't like guns that don't work, and I think Ben Steger says this a lot, but user experience, I think that's super important. Having the ability to neglect a rifle and neglect. I mentioned neglect.
Ye-
Neglect is an
Okay.
intentional word. It's not a good thing.
ability to do so and doing so.
That's what I'm talking. No, but that's what I'm talking about specifically. I want to purchase a thing that has the ability for me not to take care of it, because I probably won't unless we're talking about actually fixing it, because I'm very anal about mechanical things. So if they don't work, I have to fix them. But if they're dirty, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. As long as they work, that's all I care about.
Mm.
So now, am I recommending that you never clean your rifles? And this isn't a matter of. Now, what pisses me off is when people are like, I never clean my rifle, and people that do it are stupid. It's like, I mean, I'm
I-
just lazy.
I clean my gun, but then again,
Kevin's guns are immaculate. Like,
well, it's because it's
they're great.
cathartic for me.
yeah, he likes it. I just like, I like playing and tinkering, and it being dirty is no concert. My hands are always dirty. I work with guns
Well-
at work. I work with guns in my
well,
house.
To be
all
fair,
the time.
when I work on my SUV, Xterra, yeah, I'm kind of like my hands are
Yeah, but
dirty.
you're also in the medical field. I think part of that kind of dictates how clean you treat certain things, because that's an important thing to you. You keep things that you think are important really clean.
Yeah, this.
I know your priorities really well by what's clean. That's how he's operated for however long. So it's a direct representation. Now, he has a lot of pride in his firearms, so he keeps them fucking immaculate. His guns are beautiful. I think the only one that might be a little ratty would probably be that 22, but I think it's because he's mad at it. Am I wrong? All right, cool. I'm right.
I wouldn't say ratty, but
Okay, cool. So I at least know my best friend. So that was at least some level of some level of validity. But yeah, so a little quick tangent. But the point is that if I'm going shorter than 12 and a half, if I'm going shorter than 12 and a half inches, 11 and a half if I'm really pushing it, it's not an AR. I'm not using an AR. There's a bunch of other guns that were designed to be shorter. And a lot of them have fucking pistons, external pistons. So I'm not saying guns are better than guns, full stop. I'm just saying there are guns that were designed to be smaller than an AR.
That's an interesting topic and standpoint.
Well, so I also think and maybe this will just be priming for something else, but I feel like I forgot what I was going to say.
Where you were talking about guns and the ARs are optimized for 14 and a half at the shortest. And then once you get shorter than that, it's not very optimized. And this is kind of a fun.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I don't remember what I was going to say, but I know they have, and so a lot of those guns start getting shorter. They end up with pistons and they end up a lot more dedicated. They're dedicated designs. I think that's really what you need to start appreciating about small arms instead of trying to get everything to shoot out of an AR. By the way, I think there's a lot of really cool development that happens with optimizing cartridges for ARs. That's super cool. I'm not taking away from that. But what I am saying is that once you start making the gun smaller and you keep the same internal gas piston and you keep everything and you just keep trying to make it work by making it smaller and smaller and smaller, it stops working very well. And then you end up with meme guns. So my argument...
Well, they did it once, but then they changed the cartridge.
What? Oh, well...
The Mars rifle.
So the Mars, I don't really count that, though, because, I mean, fundamentally, that is a they literally cut the gun in half and shrink it and then weld it back together, which is so fucking metal, dude. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to cut these in half and make a new gun. Like, okay, cool. Hell yeah, dude. It's like those crazy like conversions from like any of the military trials where they're like, no, we don't need to buy a new gun. We can just convert these ones.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
That always works, just like accurizing M14s.
Yep.
It always works.
The enhanced battle rifle system works.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the...
Yeah.
I honestly was not talking about the EBR.
Yes, I got you to say it. And with that, we come to the end.
Fuck. All right. Well, yeah. So the end of this, we'll end up talking about it probably more. But I finally have a theme. It's shorter guns that aren't ARs.
Yay!
You follow along. It's going to be an expensive ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. So now Kevin and I have to do the second part of the show. Don't you do that shit. We have people to talk about now. You fucking, every time he's like, we gotta remember, we have discount codes.
Well, you give them the discount code.
You can say shit. All right, listen. Listen here, guys. Lean in real quick. Everybody lean in.
Come on, a little closer.
We have really cool friends in the industry. Friends of the channel have given us discount codes to give to you guys, and I don't remember the Eastern Shore one.
Carry handle.
So the Eastern Shore Sling Co. carry handle, and we're so professional. And then Hammy 3D Prints is carry handle gang, all one word, no caps. That was my choice. So those are, I believe, both 10% off. So we're going to try and make
and there's carry handle confirmed for Eastern
we're so
Shores.
We're the best. We're the best podcasters that have ever done this.
Yeah, we are.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And we really hope that this fireside chat, this a little longer, we're a little toasty now. You know, it's a little warm. It's not quite
my feet are
cool.
burning.
It's still hot as shit down here. So, you know, all right. It's Kevin's turn to not piss on the fire. All right, let me roll the outro.
Hit it.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
aren't they
heard
listening
this on Spotify.
to this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts. So, you know, all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.